Jen, is everything okay? You're awfully late tonight. Do you have overtime scheduled for tonight? I didn't know it was your turn this week. Maybe you told me and I just forgot. Anywho, I made your favorite broccoli casserole. Come home soon.
Yeah, sorry, babe. I think it's gonna be another while here for me. I have tons to do for the presentation next week, on top of all of this packing.
You have a presentation next week? I thought those only happened at the end of each month. You poor thing, you're working too hard. But what packing? What are you packing for?
Yeah, well, what can you do? I'm a lowly salesman. I'm packing up my girl stuff so I can move her into our house.
Very funny. What girl? Did you buy a puppy or something? Was it another adopt a puppy day at work today?
No, babe. Look, I'm really sorry, but I've been seeing this girl on the sly for quite some time now. It wasn't anything serious, and I haven't told you about it because I didn't want to hurt you. But it turns out Gina is pregnant. If that's not getting serious, I don't know what is. Am I right, babe? I thought she was yanking my chain at first, but she showed me her pregnancy test pee stick. 2 lines. I can't abandon a chick who's carrying my baby now, can I? That would be the worst thing to do for a man.
What?
She's only 20 years old and has her whole life ahead of her. When she found out she's pregnant, she got scared and asked her parents for advice. But these heartless parents of hers, they kicked her out. Can you believe that? How can they do that to their own child, let alone a woman who is carrying a baby? I'm outraged. They sound like such terrible people, don't they, babe? So anyway, I got to thinking, and what better way to take care of my side piece and unborn child than to have them come live with me? Don't you agree?
I don't even... Jack, are you for real? Is this a joke? Is it April Fool's Day today? I don't know what you're up to, but this is not funny. Have you really been cheating on me?
Yeah, I'm not joking, babe. Gina needs my help.
Did you seriously just ask me if I can agree with you wanting to bring your pregnant mistress into our home? To live with us? What the hell kind of messed up dark comedy sitcom do you think we're in? Who does that?
Oh, come on, babe. You're always talking about how if a person should choose to be anything in life, it should be to be kind to others. You grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth, so you may not fully understand what it's like to be 20 years old, pregnant, and homeless. Come on, babe. Can't you see I'm trying to do the right thing here? Didn't you make a vow that you'll keep me happy? This will make all of us happy. Trust me. Gina's only 20 years old. Can't you just, I don't know, think of her as your little sister? You've always wanted a sibling, babe, and you've also secretly wanted a baby. Don't think I've not noticed. I see how you look at other moms and their kids sometimes.
Wow, really? I had no idea you noticed. That makes up for everything then. Okay, go ahead and live with her. You do that, Jack.
Really? Wow, that was easy. Thanks, babe. That's very big of you. I owe you one. I knew you would be cool with this. You're the best.
I was being sarcastic. I didn't think it would totally fly over your head. But look at you, taking a whole half second to jump at my fake offer. Okay then, you go ahead and live with her. But I'm filing for divorce. If what you're saying is true and all of this crazy talk is real, then no way am I staying with you, Jack.
What? No, babe, you can't break up with me. I still love you so much. I still feel this burning passion towards you. I can't live without you, babe. I can't even imagine my life without you in it.
And yet you had an affair, cheated on me, your wife of 10 years, got your mistress pregnant, and now you want to live with both of us? I've seen cringy telenovelas with a better script than that. How dare you say you still love me? You don't get to say that. Did you have a brain transplant I didn't know about?
Babe, I don't know if you're the one to say these things to me right now. I think you should read the situation more carefully. Maybe. I feel like, if anything, you should be thanking me.
Thanking you? For what? I think I have a very clear reading on this situation, thank you very much. There does not exist a single parallel universe where I should be thanking you.
Think about it. You might finally get to be a mommy. You get to be a mommy without the pregnancy part and the gross boob juice and the stretching and the weight gain. You'll just get to sit there and one day, bam, a baby in your lap.
What? What the hell kind of dog yapping noise is that? How do you figure I'll be a mommy?
You know, because of your hysterectomy, you can't have children. Isn't the uterus like everything to a woman? You can't have children, babe. You don't have a uterus. I thought you knew that. So, really, you can't blame me entirely for seeing Gina. I couldn't fight my natural instinct to spread my genes. Living with you, it's been like living with a sibling, you know? I mean, I love you and all, but you can't have children. And when is the last time we even slept together? Like a real married husband and wife? I can't be blamed for not feeling any sexual attraction to a barren woman. You have to understand my situation too. I'm in a marriage with no future.
If you couldn't stand the fact that I had to get my uterus removed, why did you get married to me in the first place? Need I remind you that it was you who wanted marriage and never me? I refused your proposal 4 times before relenting. Are you that blinded by greed that you had to keep me around?
No, babe, it's not like that at all. I love you so much, as a person.
You just said you weren't attracted to me sexually.
I love you emotionally. I love you mentally, babe. Isn't that so much more noble than some hot, steamy, animalistic love? I can have that elsewhere. That's what I have with Gina. I need both kinds of love. I love both of you equally, but differently. I'm gonna be so disappointed if you can't understand where I'm coming from. I thought you were better than that, babe.
Wow, that is truly the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. You do not get to tell me you are disappointed in me. In fact, you should never be uttering that word, ever.
I know how envious you get when you see a mother and her baby. I've seen the way you look at them, with so much yearning in your eyes. Do you know how sad I felt for you because you can't have one of your own? I'm trying to help both of my girls out by making you a mommy too. We can teach the kid to call you Big Mama or Mommy A for Amy. Come on, babe. 2 birds, 1 stone. Am I right?
You are incredible. I can't believe you actually have the audacity to be demanding something like this. In what universe would a girl like me stay with a cheating, scumbag husband like you? Or any girl, for that matter? Are you really going to sit there and pretend like I'm the one that's getting in the way of you living like some Mormon patriarch with 7 wives? And I'm the bad guy for not jumping at this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? Who do you think you are?
What's so bad about me? What don't I have that the Mormon patriarch has? I have a nice car, a great house, top-of-the-line appliances, awesome friends. I am the definition of a self-made success story. Gina knows this about me, and she respects me so much for it. Come on, babe. Don't pretend like you've never told me how proud you were of me. You've thanked me for providing a comfortable life for us.
A comfortable life? Jack, I grew up with a butler and a housekeeping staff of over 20 people. I thanked you because I didn't want you to feel inadequate. I was trying to be a good, caring wife. If I had known you'd get all cocky by what I said, I would have told you the truth. Thank you for not letting us get to starvation and homelessness by providing the absolute bare minimum. Do you think without me and my parents' help, you'd have been able to get to where you are now? Do you think you, with barely a high school diploma and a half-page resume, could have landed your first job ever with a company as big as my dad's? So let me ask you again, who do you think you are, Jack?
Hey, I earned your dad's respect, didn't I? By making you fall in love with me? Nobody else had the balls to even try. What with you being from such a wealthy family and all? But I got you, and your dad respected me for it. That's why he got me that interview, and I scored the job by being a talented individual. Don't try to take credit for all of my success, because all you did was show me the door.
Fine. Whatever. Forgive me for not noticing your amazing competence, Jack. Way to go. Bravo. You go ahead and live in your own delusional, righteous little world with your teenage mistress. But don't try and drag me into that hot mess. I'm not about to be part of some dysfunctional family dynamic to an innocent child.
I wouldn't mind that one bit, babe. But what about you? Are you gonna feel disgraced and abandoned after 10 years of dedicating yourself to me? I know I'm being an asshole here, but I don't want to let myself get that low, you know? I won't allow it to happen, babe. I'll take care of you. I can easily afford to support both of my girls.
Do you even hear yourself right now? How can you be saying these things? In your right mind? Have you always been this entitled and obtuse? Please don't come home tonight. I don't think I can stomach looking at you right now, let alone think about you anymore. I will let you know tomorrow after I finish packing and moving out. After that, you're welcome to bring your little slut and do whatever you want. I don't give two craps.
Okay, babe, let me know. I understand you're upset, but there is no need for you to call Gina a slut. That was totally uncalled for. Please, just try to be a little more gentle next time, yeah?
Please shut up. Just stop talking. I have half a mind to pour cement down your throat right now, if it means I won't ever have to hear you talk ever again.
Hey, babe, are you settled back in at your parents' house now? I can't believe our 10 years of marriage is just poof, gone. I was actually reminiscing about the laughs, the cries, and all the other brilliant memories we share. I'm not gonna lie, it did make me tear up a little bit. We still love each other so much, don't we, babe? Are you sure there's no other way? There must be another way, babe. We owe it to ourselves to stick together through everything. Didn't we make our vows through thick and thin, through illness and in health? I can't believe you and I are over. We were pretty great together, huh? I'm so blessed to have met you, known you, and have married you. I'm so sorry to see you go like this, babe.
I take it you haven't been home yet. Because I have a feeling you wouldn't be recording this soppy, one-sided video log about reminiscing your life with me. I have a very strong feeling.
Huh? What do you mean? I'm on my way home with Gina right now. And I know you. I know you're trying to be harsh so you can really push me away. It's like that one movie about wolves we watched together. You still love the wolf, but to ensure its safety, you have to be mean so it won't come back to you. I don't remember what the movie was called, but that's what you're doing to me, isn't it, babe? Don't worry. I got your message loud and clear. Don't worry about me, babe. I'll be fine.
Are you done? You're really something else, aren't you? The scene from the movie you're referring to is actually from a book called White Fang. It's a very beautiful novel by a great writer, and the book talks about how love spawns love. It's all very profound. But I have a feeling you wouldn't know that. I have not once seen you read a book the entire time I've known you. And we have never seen a movie version of White Fang either. You were talking about that scene from Game of Thrones, aren't you? That would make more sense, and I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that's it, babe.
Shut up! I should have listened to my parents when they told me a marriage is a union of two families, and when those two families are at an unbalance, the marriage will be doomed to fail. You came from nothing, and only with me and my father's help were you able to live like you are now. It's really all my fault for thinking love really was all I need. How irrevocably naive. I guess I picked the wrong person to groom as a pet project. I would have been better off taking in a gorilla.
What? Babe, what are you saying? You don't sound like you at all right now. What has happened to you? Did you have some kind of mental breakdown because of me and Gina? You are starting to make me worry.
I have nothing left to say to you. I'm done wasting my time.
Hey, babe, what is up with the house? What happened here? Did we get robbed?
Don't call me babe. I am not your babe.
The house is basically empty. What happened to all the furniture, the appliances?
I moved out, remember? I brought all of my belongings with me. Is that not something you anticipated? Did you think I leave everything I bought with my own money? Why would you think that?
Oh, babe, come on. Why did you have to take everything? What am I supposed to do here? How am I supposed to not lose face in front of my new bride? This is so uncool, babe.
Save face. Is that what your priority is right now? Saving face. What face? Go take a good look at yourself in the mirror, Jack. You have nothing. You don't have a face to save. That is your reality. I've spent the last 10 years trying to make you feel adequate and feel like more of a man than you are or will ever be. But if I had known that would go straight to your head and make you into this smug, arrogant prick, I would have turned it down a notch.
Your parents have so many top-of-the-line appliances and designer furniture pieces. Why did you have to take ours? How am I supposed to raise a child in this house? How am I going to take care of Gina without a fridge?
Well, have you considered buying some new appliances? There are stores that sell appliances, you know. Furniture, too. You can even buy things secondhand. That might be a good option for you, since you'll be paying me a hefty sum for this divorce. Oh, and don't forget to buy things for the baby, too. The baby will need a crib, a bassinet, a swing, toys, clothes, bibs.
Whoa, hold up. What hefty sum? What are you talking about? Are you expecting me to pay alimony? Babe, I thought you said you were letting me go. I didn't know you wanted a formal, financially straining divorce from me. Babe, you can't dump this on me like this.
Even if there was no affair involved, a divorce usually entails an alimony from one party to the other. Since I'm the one filing a divorce petition against you, you are the payer and I am the payee. Seriously, Jack, pick up a book every once in a while.
But look, don't look at what I did as an affair. Instead, think of it as me trying to fix the one thing you've always been sensitive about. You can't have children, so I wanted to bring a child into our life in the most practical way. I never meant to hurt you.
You're saying the same nonsense over and over again like it will have a different meaning each time. Just because you keep telling me a piece of turd is a bar of gold, it doesn't suddenly make the turd stop being a turd. You have two things to do right now, and two things only. Number one, sign the divorce papers and agree to the terms of the alimony arrangement without fuss. Number two, vacate my house as soon as possible.
What? You want me to pay alimony to you and give up the house? I've lived here with you for over 10 years. Surely I have claims to some ownership and rights to this place. Just because we're breaking up doesn't mean you can throw me away like a used piece of floss, babe.
That house is under my mom's name. She bought me the house and we've been paying the mortgage to my mom, not the bank. So to answer your question, no, you do not have any rights or claim to the house whatsoever. Not if you lived in it for 100 years. Unless you want to keep paying the mortgage to my mom and be our tenant. The $3,600 you've been paying a month is only a third of the whole mortgage. I was able to pay my mom the rest, no problem, but I didn't think you'd be comfortable with the amount on your own. If you are really hell-bent on having that house, you're welcome to buy it out from us too.
Where am I supposed to go live, babe? If I want to buy a house, I'll need money from the down payment. Where am I supposed to get that kind of money?
You would have had to get a loan to pay for alimony anyway. Why didn't you ask for a little more? What difference is a few more $100,000? Or you can check into an extended stay motel or someplace like that while you save up. Didn't you say you've always wanted to stay at a roadside motel? You're gonna be a father soon. It's time you learned how to take responsibility and bite the bullet. Sometimes you have to do what you don't want to do because it's for the greater good of your family.
Wait, babe, hold on a second. Whoa. Okay, I think the situation has righted itself. I think everything can be fixed if you just come back. We can be a happy family again. Just you and me.
What? What craziness are you hurling at me this time?
It's Gina. She was lying to me this whole time. She just came clean. She was never pregnant. She just grabbed her stuff and bounced.
What now?
She only wanted to get with me because of my fancy car and my big house. As soon as I told her I will have to pay alimony to you and find another smaller place to live, she was like, hell no, and then she ran off. Oh man, you should have seen her face. She went from 0 to Snow White's evil queen faster than my Porsche going to 60. How can someone be so manipulative and so selfish? Whoa, babe, can you believe that? She told me she has no intention of living with a broke old loser. Ouch, as if. I don't even know what to say to that. I thought she loved me. She came into my life like a freaking wrecking ball, and now she wants to up and leave? I'm at a total loss for words, babe. Can you believe her?
What a funny girl. Can you blame her, though? It's as if she's only 20. Who in their right mind chooses to believe a 20-year-old girl in her prime would actually fall in love with a 40-year-old loser in the first place? She played her hand, and once she sensed it wasn't going the way she wanted, she folded. I think that's very logical. So yes, I can believe her, Jack. She is actually very smart and very much acting her own age, unlike you.
Yeah, you think so? Maybe you're right. Aw, babe, you're such an understanding person. That's very chill of you. To forgive a young temptress who tried to take your husband away from you? You're a saint, babe. Now, if you can forgive me next, I'm really sorry, you know? I'm doing some serious self-reflecting. I think I can be better now, babe. I realize now that you're the one and only woman for me. Can you please come home now, pretty please? I'll live the rest of my life trying my damnedest to make it up to you, babe. I promise. Just give me one more chance. Think of all the good times we had. We were so great together, weren't we, babe?
Oh, how gracious of you. How can a uterusless peasant like me be worthy of a noble gesture like that? I wouldn't dare, Your Majesty.
Come on, babe. All those things that I said about you having no uterus, I was only joking. You know I never cared about whether or not you had one of those. I would never think any less of you for it, babe. You know that.
A joke is a joke when both parties find it funny. I don't know what part of my hysterectomy made you think it was a laughing matter, but it sure wasn't funny to me.
Babe, please, let me explain.
Do not call me babe. It makes me sick. My divorce petition was granted not long afterwards, and I was able to break free from my legal bond to that loser, brain-dead twig of a husband. It was a stressful, disgraceful process, the divorce, so it came to me as no surprise when I heard that Jack had lost a few pounds and a few nights' sleep over it. I guess he also felt awkward and uncomfortable working for my father's company because Jack soon gave his notice to terminate his employment. He had to sell whatever remaining possessions he had to afford my alimony and has been left with nothing, just like when I first met him in my 20s. At least back then he had a future, potential, and probably dreams. What a befitting end to an ungrateful man who'd chosen to forget what others had done for his success. Maybe he'll learn from his mistakes and finally decide to become a better person.
Meg, are you there? I need to talk to you about something. Hurry up and answer me!
I'm sorry, I really don't have time to talk right now. Super busy.
Busy? What are you talking about? I never see you leave the house. Aren't you just like a full-time housewife or something?
No, I've told you a bunch of times already that I work from home. And before you ask, yes, my husband and I basically make the same amount of money.
Well, one, who said I was going to ask? And two, I really doubt that. I mean, isn't he a manager at some Fortune 500 company or something like that? Are you really trying to say that you make the same amount as someone with that job? Well, if that's true, then you guys must really be swimming in money over there, huh? Man, you better be lying or something because I'm so jealous right now if it's true. How about sharing a little bit of that with me? I wouldn't mind a weekly allowance, you know.
What are you talking about? Does that have anything at all to do with why you messaged me in the first place?
Oh, come on! I know you got more money than you know what to do with. Why can't I have some too?
Maybe because the money we have, we worked really hard to earn. I mean, I know you had that part-time job for a little bit while you were in high school, but have you ever even had a job after that?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I need money. Besides, my boyfriend and I want to go travel somewhere and we need money to do that.
Then do what we did. Find a job, work hard, save up, and then you can go on your trip.
Are you serious? But that's so lame. I could never do something as uncool as that.
Are you calling having a job uncool? It's not that I disagree with you, but I really worry for your future if that's how you think of working.
Well, duh. That's because I'm just gonna marry rich and never have to worry about any kind of lame stuff like that.
What? Is that really your plan? Just marry rich? Has it ever occurred to you that someone that rich might want someone just as motivated to work and succeed?
What? And are you trying to say that I'm not that kind of person or something?
Well, I know you don't have a job, and I'm pretty sure you never do any kind of housework either, so... And you're cooking, well, you remember what happened last time you tried to make something for the family, right? We all just ended up ordering takeout after one bite.
You said you wouldn't bring that up. That's not fair.
And remember that healthy dish you tried to make that one time? It was that stew that you just dumped a whole bottle of vinegar and that terrible health powder into? Oh man, that was a classic. But anyways, I guess my point was to say that you probably don't cook much around the house either.
It wasn't the whole bottle, you know. Besides, we'll just hire a maid for all those kind of things, so problem solved.
Yes, you're very clever. All right, well, do what you want, I suppose. Anyways, I have to deal with some clients, so I can't text anymore. See ya!
That's fine. I was gonna head over to your place to hang out anyways.
What? You mean like right now? I'm sorry, but I have a couple of friends coming over tonight. Let's hang out another day, okay?
Oh, don't worry, I don't mind. They won't bother me at all.
That's not what I was worried about. I'm the one who's gonna be bothered.
I already said it'll be fine. See you in a little bit.
Erica, did you come over and take the Ferrari parked in my driveway out for a drive? I need to know right now. Answer me.
What is the big deal? Why are you freaking out? It's fine. My boyfriend and I just thought it would be fun to take it for a little spin is all.
A spin, huh?
Yep, the wind and sun just feel great.
And where, may I ask, did you get the keys for that car?
Well, when I was leaving yours, I saw the key case lying there in a bag and I just kind of helped myself.
You just dug around through a bag you found at my place.
It wasn't some bag, it was yours. And I figured since we're sisters, what's yours is mine kind of thing, you know?
Erica, that bag wasn't mine. I don't own a bag like that.
Oh, really? Oh, well. I guess it doesn't really matter exactly whose bag it was. I mean, who could even worry about the small details like that when the keys to a Ferrari are sitting right there in front of you?
Well, you better start worrying about them.
Anyways, my boyfriend and I wanted to pretend honeymoon, so that's why we took it. We'll be back in a few days.
You took that car so that you two could go have a pretend honeymoon.
That's what I said. And this guy says he goes to Harvard, so you know he'll be set for life. Maybe we'll even get married for real one day. Of course, if that were the case, then we could go abroad for our honeymoon, of course. I can picture it now. Globe-trotting from one fancy hotel to another with my new husband. It sounds dreamy, doesn't it? And now we're getting to practice that in this Ferrari. I would have never guessed this would be happening to me in 1,000 years. I think today might be the day I ask him what he thinks about, tying the knot.
Stop talking about your fake honeymoon and return that car right now.
Yuck, chill out.
Erica, this isn't a game. I am being serious.
Why are you always trying to spoil my fun, huh? How come you never told me you own such a cool car? Why did I just find out about this today?
Erica, the car isn't mine.
Wait, are you serious? It's not your car.
No, it belongs to one of my friends who was at my place when you came over.
You're not talking about the one really poor-looking lady, are you?
That lady is not poor in the slightest.
Well, if she was really rich enough to afford this car, then how come she wasn't wearing any expensive clothes or anything when I was there, huh?
Because she's just the type of person who likes to spend money on cars and not clothes.
Oh, I see what you're doing here. I get you didn't want to lend the car out, but there is no need to lie to me about who really owns it.
Oh my God, I literally cannot with you right now. Just bring the car back now, okay?
Sorry, we already hit the freeway. I think it's a little late for that now.
The freeway? Just where are you planning on taking it?
Don't worry about it. Jason is a great driver. It'll all be okay.
Has he ever even driven a sports car like that before?
Nope. He says it's his first time.
And you took it on the freeway.
I know. Isn't it so cool?
Just bring that car now, okay?
Nah, we're good. After all, we need to use this car to get around on our fake honeymoon.
This isn't a game, Erica. I'm being serious.
Oh, and one more thing. I borrowed your credit card.
You did what?
Why didn't you tell me about that either? I didn't know you were a black card holder. I thought they only gave those out to celebrities and famous people and stuff.
What do you mean black card? I don't have a black card.
It's bad to keep lying to your little sister like this, you know?
Wait, I am being serious.
Anyways, we'll be taking both your card and your car for our little escapade. We already stopped to get lots of clothes and other supplies for our trip with the card. And of course, we spared no expense and got all branded stuff. I think we've already spent like 20 grand or something.
You've spent $20,000 using that card already?
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like we're even scraping the limits of what this card can do. Who knew you could do so much with a black card? Man, you are persistent. Look, Meg, I'm trying to enjoy my fake honeymoon here, so I'm gonna block you until we get back.
Erica, you better not.
Meg, pick up the phone. It's an emergency. I am being serious.
What do you want?
I cannot use your credit card anymore. It stopped working. Was it a fake or something?
Was the black card you stole a fake?
Yeah, Jason and I are trying to check into our hotel, but they won't accept our card. We made them try again and again, but they said the payment wasn't being accepted. That means that card was a fake or something, right? Oh man, this is bad. What should we do?
Erica, you can't use that card because its owner froze it.
What? They froze the card?
Yeah, it's that thing when you call the credit card company to stop any more purchases being made on that card.
I know what freezing a card means. But if the card is frozen, then that means we can't check into our hotel. And the room I booked was supposed to be one of the best suites this place could offer.
Maybe just try paying for the reservation with your own money instead.
But we only have a little bit of cash on us right now.
I see. And if it was a hotel suite, then I'm sure it costs quite a bit, huh? Maybe just go to the bank and take out some money to pay the deposit.
I didn't bring any of my bank cards on this trip.
Wow, are you serious?
I didn't think I'd need to since I was going to be using your card instead. That's why I need you to go unfreeze the card right now, please?
Look, I tried to explain this to you earlier, but that card doesn't belong to me.
But that wasn't a lie.
Erica, open your eyes. Look at the card. What name is inscribed on it? Is my name Megan Flynn?
But I thought I looked at it before I took it.
Let's be real here. You barely read at a 4th grade level, so let's not pretend literacy is your strong suit.
Don't be frickin' rude. I know how to read.
Okay, then take out the card, hold it up to your face, and reread the name printed on the card.
But it can't be. I just glanced at it and I thought it said Megan, but it really says Megan. And the last names are the same. How can this be?
It's quite the coincidence, right? Actually, that's how we both became friends, because we basically had the same name. We joked about how if we were a couple, people might have trouble telling us apart on paper.
So then, who the heck is Megan?
Why don't you try asking your boyfriend who she is?
Why would Jason know who she is?
Just try asking him, okay?
What the heck? When I asked him about Megan, he took the car keys right out of my hand and ran out the door.
Hey, Erica, were you able to catch Jason in the end?
Well, you could say that, but the truth is that he just crashed the Ferrari.
What do you mean he crashed it?
Right as he was trying to make his getaway, he got carried away, slammed on the pedal, and drove right into the parking lot fence. The front of the car has a little dent, but at least Jason was totally fine.
Do you realize what you've just done?
What's the big deal? I just do not get you. I mean, just take it to the mechanic and it'll be fine, right? You're always freaking over at the tiniest stuff. It literally drives me crazy. Like, I get you're the older sibling, but you have to let me make mistakes now and then.
Look, I'm glad that your boyfriend was okay? But this is not just some little mistake. Besides, have you even figured out just why your boyfriend panicked and tried to run when you asked him about Megan?
Oh, actually, now that you mention it, I forgot to in all the excitement. But anyways, can't you just tell me what's up?
Jason is Megan's younger brother.
He's her what? I never knew that.
Do you remember that one time? I can't recall exactly when, but there was this dinner party I was going to that you weren't invited to but snuck in anyways. Well, that's where you first met Jason, right?
What does that have to do with anything? Wait, was that place Jason's sister's house?
Yes, it was. Anyways, maybe you've heard from Jason, but Megan and him have a pretty strained relationship. So that's probably why he flipped out when you told him that the card you just borrowed actually belonged to his older sister Megan.
So then, that means that the car also belongs to Megan.
Yes, that's what I've been trying to tell you. The car and the card are both hers.
Come again?
Okay, I'll try to explain everything from the top one more time. Neither the Ferrari you were driving, nor the black credit card you were using belong to me. Both of those things that I just listed above belong to Megan.
Wait, so then, her own little brother doesn't even know what kind of car she drives?
Well, she just picked up the car about 3 days ago or something. I'm not sure Jason ever knew she owned it to begin with. At least that's what Megan is telling me right now.
Megan is there with you?
Yup.
And is she mad at all?
I would describe her as very mad, actually. And after using her card to buy $20,000 worth of crap, on top of all the fees you'll have to pay to take the car into a specialist who deals with imported cars, you're probably looking at about $100,000 in damages at least.
$100,000.
And that would be the low end of how much you might owe at the end of this. That is why Megan has been just furious since this morning, really. I mean, who knows what she'll do to you both when you get back. Honestly, she's had a pretty scary face on all day. It's starting to creep me out. I'd be worried.
It's that bad, huh?
Seems that way, yes. And one more thing.
What else could you possibly have after all that?
Well, we got a call from the hotel you two were just trying to check in at.
The hotel called you? What did they want to talk about?
Well, Megan's husband actually manages a resort company. And it turns out that he's pretty close with the owner of that hotel. So he got a call right away when someone using his wife's card showed up.
Wait, what are you getting at? What are you gonna say next?
I'm getting there. Anyways, I guess the police showed up to the hotel to ask about who this person with his wife's card was and was asking Megan's husband if they wanted to pursue any legal action. I mean, I won't lie. She's not a lady you want as your enemy. Anyways, on that note, I gotta go. See ya! After dealing with the crashed car, Erica and Jason finally came back home both looking like dead men walking. Megan was, of course, waiting for them in a swiveling chair we have, just so she could turn around dramatically to greet them. As the two of them got on their knees to beg for her forgiveness, Megan took out an envelope from her breast pocket and handed it to them. Inside, an invoice for $70,000. Listed there were, of course, the goods purchased with her stolen card, as well as the estimated cost for the Ferrari repairs. Towards the end of items, however, was also listed the repairs on the hotel parking lot's fence, which was destroyed in the accident. Megan told them they should both be grateful that she didn't call the police on them. Now, Erica is working at one of Megan's husband's resorts. Meanwhile, Jason had to drop out of college and find a job at a company owned by a friend of Megan's. She made sure to wish both of them good luck in paying back every single dime they owe. She still goes to check on the two of them periodically. I think she gets some kind of sick pleasure out of seeing them both work so hard for what they did to her.
Hey, Amy. Can I ask you something? Is it really true that you're not a housewife?
Hey there, Natalie. Yeah, it's true. I work at the office inside the building, which is located right next to the station.
Does that mean you're a part-time worker, then?
Yeah, I don't really have the time to be working a full-time position.
Isn't it very difficult to work when you have children? Your children are still very young, right?
I don't have that much free time, but I wouldn't say it's difficult. I've been working at the same company for a while, and they've been very understanding of my situation. I have a pretty flexible shift, and they let me take days off when I really need it.
I kind of pity you. You have to live in a tiny apartment while raising your children and working at the same time. Life must be pretty difficult when you're poor like you are.
Wait, what did you just say to me?
I said that I feel sorry for people like you. Your husband's salary is pretty low, right? Life must be so difficult for you.
You're not seriously saying that to me, are you? This must be a joke or something. If you're not joking, what you're saying is very rude. I don't think it's something that's acceptable to say out of nowhere.
I'm not joking about this at all. There's no reason for me to joke about something like this. I'm just telling you how I really feel. I really do pity the lifestyle you're having to live. I bet that you regret marrying your husband. You should have found someone that earns more money.
I don't think like that at all. You really don't need to feel sorry for me like this. My family might not be wealthy, but we get by just fine. We're happy with our current lifestyle.
There's no need for you to be acting so strong. It's kind of sad to see you lying about how you really feel. You're poor and a liar. It makes you look so pathetic.
Are you listening to anything that I'm saying? I think that what you're saying to me is very rude. I really don't like being called poor and pathetic.
I can understand why you're starting to get a little angry. It's because everything I'm saying is the truth, right? The truth can be very painful at times.
I don't think you're understanding anything at all. Please, would you listen to what I'm saying to you?
Can I ask you something else? Does your husband even work right now? He's not unemployed, is he?
Why are you asking me that? He's working a regular job right now.
I'm not sure if I believe that. I saw him the other day when I was going on a walk around the neighborhood. It was pretty late in the morning. He should have been working by then. Why was he still at home at that kind of time? It was a weekday.
That's probably because he's been working from home lately. He doesn't have to go to the office every single day anymore. He still goes from time to time, though. That's also one of the reasons I can keep on working. My husband can look after the kids when he works from home. I'm actually really grateful that he can work from home these days.
I don't really believe any of that. I bet you that he's actually unemployed right now.
Wait, what? Were you not listening to anything that I just said to you?
You're just lying about him working from home. I can't believe that you have to lie like this. I know working from home is the recent trend. However, I doubt that your husband can do that.
Why do you think that?
I'm really amazed that your child managed to get into the same kindergarten as my child.
That has nothing to do with this conversation. Why are you bringing up our children in kindergarten?
I actually think it's very relevant to what we're talking about. I'm very rich and you're very poor. I kind of feel sorry for your child as well.
Would you please stop looking down on me and my family like that?
Please tell me if there's anything that I can do for you guys. You can ask me for anything.
Do you not listen to other people at all? It feels like I'm talking to a brick wall right now.
I can donate my child's old clothes to your family if you'd really like.
There's no need to do that. My family is doing perfectly fine, okay? We don't need your help.
I know it's a difficult thing for you to admit, but you don't need to worry. I actually have a lot of interest in donating to the poor and doing volunteer work. I want to help people out that are in poverty. I want to help people like you. I think that's what my life goal is.
Well, good for you. You can keep on working towards that goal, but don't get me involved. Me and my family are doing perfectly fine. We don't need your help. I think that your goal and dreams in life are very wonderful. Please do go ahead and help out people that are really in trouble.
I just thought of something else that I want to ask you about. What is it like living in a rusty old apartment room? I feel really sorry for you guys. You guys can't even afford a regular house at that age. Just how long are you planning on renting a property?
I don't think that you should be saying that out loud. Most of the families that come to our kindergarten are going to start hating you.
I had no idea that life is so difficult when your husband doesn't earn much. I'm really glad that my husband is rich and I don't have to worry about money. I guess I found a good man to get married to.
Could you stop with all these insults? My husband is a great man and I'm really happy that I got married to him. Please, would you stop looking down on him and insulting him?
You're getting so angry now. How scary. This is why I hate poor people like you. You lose your temper so easily.
I've had enough of this. I'm not going to let you keep on insulting me and my family like this.
Even your skin is starting to get wrinkles already. It must be because you're poor and stressed out all the time. I feel so sorry for your situation.
Could you please stop saying that you feel sorry for my situation? I'm perfectly fine with my current life. In fact, I think I am very happy. Everything that you say to me is putting me in a bad mood. I'm really busy, so I'm going to get going soon. I think that talking to you is just a huge waste of time.
I can understand why you're so busy all the time. It's because you're so poor.
That's it. I'm going to get going now. Goodbye.
Hello, Amy. Your outfit today looked very worn out. It's a sign of how poor you are.
Not this again. Do you not have anything better to do? This is just a huge waste of time for both of us.
Actually, I was planning to help you out. I'm going to go to a beauty salon tomorrow. I was wondering if you'd like to come with me.
I'm sorry, but I won't be going with you.
Oh yeah, of course you're not going to be coming. I completely forgot that you and your family had no money at all. It must suck to be poor. You're not even able to spend any money on your own appearance.
I'm already tired of all your insults. They mean nothing to me now that you've repeated them so many times. What's your purpose? Why do you keep on sending me these text messages? We're not even that close.
Please do let me know if there's anything that I can do to help you out. I love helping out poor people like you.
You have no intention of helping me out at all. You're doing this so that you can look down on me and feel good about yourself. I think that what you're doing is pathetic.
I had no idea that being poor can distort the way you think. I think that you're misunderstanding my intentions completely. I just want to help you out. If you want, I can sell you some of my high-brand bags and clothes for half the original price. It might still be a little too expensive for you, though.
I don't need anything like that. I don't buy any of the high-brand stuff because I have no need for it. It's not just because I can't afford it. I've never really been that interested in fashion before.
So that's why you're always wearing worn and cheap-looking clothing. I definitely wouldn't wear any of your clothes.
Why do you care so much about what I wear? We all have different values and things that we find important. It seems like we value completely different things. Please, would you stop texting me if you have nothing important to say to me?
So you finally started to realize that I am in a much higher societal rank compared to you? Normally, a poor person like you would never even be able to talk to a rich person like me. We live in completely different worlds. You should be grateful that you even get to talk to me. My house, clothing, and appearance is completely different to you. The reason why I'm still willing to talk to you is because I'm so kind.
I have no idea how your brain works. I really don't think we are ever going to get along. We think in completely different ways.
So you're finally admitting that we're completely different. That's because I'm so much more superior than you.
Are you not able to listen to what I'm saying?
If you want, I can come to see you. I'm guessing that you're wanting to spend some time with me right now. I don't mind going all the way to your rusty old apartment. It'll be a good life experience for me to experience a family living in poverty.
There's definitely no need for you to come over. I already have things I've got to do today. I don't have the time to be seeing you at all.
Oh, I see. I take it that you have to go and work your part-time job. It must suck to have a poor husband. You have to go to work to even make a living. I feel so sorry for you.
That's it. I've had enough of you looking down on me. My husband is the owner of your house that you live in.
Wait, what did you just say?
I can't stand this any longer, so I'm just going to tell you. My husband is the landlord for most of the houses in this neighborhood.
I don't understand what you're saying. Your husband is a landlord?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. He owns a couple of real estate agents in the area. Most of his employees can work remotely, so that's why he's working remotely from home as well. We do currently live in an apartment, but it's not rusty and old like you say. It's also one of the properties that my husband owns.
Wait, what are you talking about? You're joking about this, right?
You probably thought that we live in a single room of the apartment. That's just an assumption that you made. We actually own the entire floor and have many rooms that we use. I really have no idea why you even assumed that we were poor in the first place. It's just a misunderstanding. We're not poor at all. Would you please stop being rude and making fun of me now?
I really don't believe what you're saying. Could you explain what's going on? I find it hard to believe that your husband is a landlord and that he owns multiple real estate agencies.
I don't care if you believe me or not. Everything that I said to you is true. There's no reason for me to lie about this. You always boast about how you live in a huge house that your husband owns. I always knew that you were lying. That house that you live in isn't yours or your husband's property. It's a rental property.
Wait, how do you know about that? I never told anyone about it.
You really don't listen, do you? I told you that the house you guys live in is owned by my husband. It's one of his properties. I knew from the very start that you were lying. I didn't bother saying anything because I thought it was none of my business. That's why I never mentioned anything about it, even at kindergarten.
So you knew about this secret the entire time?
I just told you why I know about it. Please try listening to what I'm saying for once.
What are you going to do with this information? I can't let anyone know about this.
Why are you panicking all of a sudden? I'm not going to do anything with this information. I really don't care if you live in a rental property or not. It doesn't affect me at all. I also know the truth about your husband, too. You always boast about how much money he earns, but I know he doesn't earn that much. My husband knows a lot of information about his tenants. He even knows that your husband doesn't work for Microsoft at all. That's all just a lie that you've been telling.
Wait, so you know about that too?
I know about it, but I'm not going to do anything with that information. I really have no interest in how rich other people are. I guess I'm different to you in that way. All you seem to care about is how wealthy you are compared to other people.
So you're telling me that you and your family are actually really rich? Then why do you look like a poor slave all the time?
You really are very rude, aren't you? I've never been called that in my entire life. It's just because I don't have that much interest in fancy clothes. I like to keep it simple. I also prefer spending money on nice food and experiences.
I also don't understand why you're working a part-time job. Your husband must earn enough money by himself.
That's because I've been working at the same company for a long time now. I've been here long before I got married, and the job is very satisfying. I really enjoy the work that I get to do here. I told you that everyone has different values. You should stop judging other people just because they have different values compared to you.
I was completely fooled by you. Okay, fine.
I don't mind being best friends with you from now on. What did you just say?
I said that I'll be best friends with you. You're rich, right? I like having rich friends around me. I was only looking down on you because I thought that you were really poor. From now on, I'll treat you as an equal. I hope that we get along well.
Stop getting so ahead of yourself. Did you really think that I would want to be best friends with you?
Wait, what did you just say? Of course you want to be friends with me, right?
We're just mom friends. In fact, I'm not even sure I should call it that. We're just acquaintances because our children go to the same kindergarten. I think that you're just a wannabe show-off that boasts about her fake wealth. I'm not sure I want to be friends with someone like that. You haven't left a very good impression about yourself.
How could you say that to me? That's so rude.
That's rich coming from you. I think that you were much more rude to me. You constantly said that you felt sorry for me because me and my family were poor. You kept on making fun of me and insulting me over an assumption. I'm kind of surprised that you can even afford all that high-brand clothing and items. Your husband earns an average salary and you don't even work.
What are you trying to say?
I was just wondering if you're really okay spending that much money. The house that you guys are renting from my husband isn't cheap either. Are you sure that you should be spending so much money on clothing and beauty salons? Does your husband know about all of your spendings?
It's fine. I've been paying for everything with my credit card. I don't think that my husband knows anything about it yet.
Well, he's going to find out about it eventually. You don't earn any money yourself, right? How are you planning to pay off your credit cards? You're going to have to ask your husband to pay the cards off. So that means you've been spending so much money on high brands and beauty salons behind his back.
Hold on a minute. You're not planning to tell my husband about any of this, are you?
You don't need to worry. I don't plan on telling him anything. I would advise that you cut down on your spendings, though. You guys won't be able to afford rent if you keep on spending at this rate.
Shut your mouth! I don't need to be given advice from you. We're doing completely fine financially. It's also none of your business. I want to ask you to keep this all a secret from our other mom friends, though. I would be so embarrassed if everyone finds out that I live in a rental property.
Actually, I think most people know about that already.
Wait, what? How could that be possible?
My husband was renting that house out to another family before you moved here. Most people knew about that. So they also know that the house you're living in is my husband's property, which he's renting out. I think everyone who's lived in this neighborhood for a while knows that you're lying.
Is that really true? Everyone knows that I live in a rental property?
Unfortunately, I think that might be the case. Oh my god! I'm so embarrassed. I had no idea about this. If everyone knew about this, why did nobody say anything to me? That's probably because none of us ever listen to what you say that seriously. We all know that you're just boasting and telling lies. Wait, what? We all know that you're a liar and that you're not that rich. That's probably why no one ever listened to you very seriously. Is that really what everyone thinks of me? You were just buying the high-brand items to show off, right? In reality, you're in a huge amount of credit card debt and your husband is going to be very angry when he finds out about it. That's the kind of rumors that have been going around about you. Why does everyone know about that too? It was just rumors. I guess the rumors were pretty much the truth, though. Most people know that you're not really that rich. If I were you, I would stop boasting about the money that you don't actually have. There's really no point trying to preserve your reputation. We all know you're a liar. Amy! You need to listen to me. We're friends, right? I need you to convince our other mom friends that I'm actually really rich. Please go and tell them right now. Why should I do that? We're not even friends. There's no merit in me doing that for you at all. So you're just going to abandon me? What's going to happen to my reputation? I don't really know, and I don't really care. I also have no intention of keeping in touch with you anymore. I think I'm just going to delete your contact details. You can talk to me at kindergarten if you have something really important to talk to me about. Let's hope that your husband doesn't find out about all your credit card debt. Good luck paying it off by yourself somehow. Natalie always looked down on Amy, as she assumed that Amy and her family were very poor. However, Natalie found out that the house that she lived in was actually owned by Amy's husband. Natalie realized that she had made a huge mistake and stopped making fun of Amy. Amy's husband was actually a landlord and the owner of multiple real estate agencies. On the other hand, Natalie and her husband were actually not that rich. Natalie just made it seem that way by buying many high-brand items with her credit card. She was in a huge amount of credit card debt when her husband finally found out about it. They got into a really huge argument about it. After a little while, they ended up getting a divorce. Natalie was kicked out of the house, and she has disappeared ever since. Nobody has any information about where she is or what she is doing right now. Bella, this is an emergency. Text me back as soon as you can. There's a mistake in the wedding invitations that you sent out a few days ago. What? What's wrong with it? The bride's name is different. Instead of your name, the invitation says the bride's name is Hannah. How did that happen? I found out when I got a call from one of my relatives a few minutes ago. They told me that they were confused because the bride's name is different from what they'd heard. They even sent me a picture. I can't believe we missed such a big mistake. And this name. Hannah's my twin sister's name. Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, I didn't notice it was your sister's name. I'll call the wedding venue right now. They were the ones in charge of all the preparations, including the wedding invitations. They're probably the ones who made the mistake. It's a good thing we realized this mistake 1 week before the wedding. Your relatives must all be confused too. It's okay. We still have time to fix this. Right. It's a good thing we decided to double-check the details of the wedding. Thank you for letting me know. This would have been a disaster if we found out later. I'll have them fix this as soon as possible. In the meantime, can you let your relatives know that there is no change in the wedding plans? Of course. I can't believe the venue would make such a huge mistake like this. How can they forget the name of the bride? You're supposed to be the main person at the event. How unprofessional of them. I'm sure it wasn't on purpose. Since we're twins, it's easy to get the names mixed up. It was probably just an honest mistake. It happens sometimes. I'm just glad that I have a great mother-in-law like you to help me in times like these. I'll call the venue now. I'll contact you when it gets fixed. Yes, please do that. Tell them that the groom's mother is especially angry. Okay, I'll make sure to tell them that. I'm sure it'll get fixed soon. Hannah, answer the phone. What's the meaning of this? Why did you tell the venue to change the bride's name on the invitation? Oh, you found out already? Oops. I was going to keep it a secret until the wedding day. Someone let me know that your name was written as the bride on the wedding invitation instead of mine. I just found out that you were the one that changed it. Not only that, but you contacted the venue to change it months ago. You know everything now, huh? I guess there's no use hiding it anymore. So, are you going to explain to me why you did it? Is this some sort of prank? The wedding venue told me that the bride herself told them to change it. But I don't remember telling them to change anything. So you must be the one who called them pretending to be me. You're the only one who is able to do something like this. Being an identical twin is so convenient in these situations, isn't it? Even if they want to confirm my identity by checking my face, it's easy to fool them because we look exactly the same. We even have the same birthday. They didn't even question it. What are you trying to do, Hannah? Are you trying to ruin my wedding? You can't just change the bride's name behind my back. Why did you pull this kind of prank? This isn't funny at all. All the guests are confused because of this. Are you serious? Do you really think I'm just pulling an innocent prank on you? What do you mean? Why else would you do this kind of thing? This isn't a prank, Bella. The bride really has changed from you to me. I'm the one that's going to marry Eric next week, not you. I'm planning on stealing your fiancé. What? What's wrong with you? Eric is mine now. He told me that he loves me way more than you. I'm the one he wants to marry. You're just an ex-girlfriend to him now. Just give up and don't make a fuss at our wedding next week, okay? Wait. Hold on! I can't wrap my head around this. This is too absurd. What do you mean Eric is yours? He is my boyfriend and fiancé. Our wedding is next week. I'm the one getting married to him. I told you already. He switched over to me. How many times do I have to tell you for you to finally get it? You're so stupid. What? Eric isn't interested in you anymore. You had your fiancé stolen by your twin sister. This is like a scene from a soap opera, isn't it? Are you crazy, Hannah? This isn't a soap opera. What you did actually affects people in real life. I wish I could see your face right now. It would have been hilarious. I wanted to make it a show at the wedding. It's a shame you found out earlier than I expected. How did this happen? It's too sudden. Was Eric cheating on me with you behind my back? How long has this been going on? Of course. It's been about 6 months. Are you joking? No, I'm not. It started as an accident, really. We bumped into each other on the way back from our jobs. Eric confused me with you at first. I thought it was so funny, so I played along for a while. He didn't even realize that it wasn't you after talking to me. Why would you do that? Anyway, I told him the truth later. But instead of getting angry, he proposed that we continue the relationship since we seemed to have chemistry. I didn't have a reason to refuse, so I agreed to it. What's wrong with you? Of course there's a problem with it. Who pretends to be their sister anyway? Why are you doing this? What do you get from sabotaging my wedding? I was just a little annoyed, that's all. That's all there is to it. Why are you the one who's getting married first, when I'm obviously the better twin? That's why I decided to steal your fiancé. We have the same face, same birthday, and we even grew up in the same environment. I won't forgive you if you get married first, especially to a catch like Eric. I can't accept it. This isn't a competition. Just because we're twins doesn't mean I have to wait for you to get married too. Besides, don't you have a serious boyfriend too? Why do you have to marry my fiancé? If you want to get married that badly, why don't you ask your boyfriend? I can't do that. My boyfriend is already married. Are you kidding me, Hannah? You never told me your boyfriend was already married. So what if he's married? It has nothing to do with you. I just fell in love with a man who happens to have a wife, that's all. I can't believe it. I don't expect him to break up with his wife. But it's still lonely, you know. In the end, it's his wife that he goes home to. I'm just a side piece. Why do I have to suffer like this, while you get to be happily married? That's what annoyed me. I wanted you to suffer just as much as I did. That's why I stole your fiancé. You're just taking your anger out on me. You're the one who got into that sort of relationship in the first place. You're going to ruin my wedding for such a trivial thing like that? You're just being immature. Aren't you embarrassed for behaving this way? What would our family and friends think once they find out about this? Shut up. I don't care what our family and friends think. Don't lecture me just because you're the older sister. Do you think you're better just because you were born a few minutes before me? Stop acting like you're smarter. I hate it when you do that. Hannah, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just warning you. It doesn't matter anyway. Eric said I'm the one he wants to marry. We may be twins, but I'm much more interesting than you. He said he feels like we have more chemistry. He told me that he likes how I'm more social and outgoing than you. That's what Eric told you? When I first met him, he seemed to really be in love with you. But I guess his love for you wasn't that strong after all. I mean, he changed his mind about marrying you so quickly. I didn't know how shallow his love for me was either. He was so good to me when we first started dating. I was so happy when he proposed to me. I thought he would make me happy. I wanted to make this wedding special for both of us. That's why I worked so hard to prepare for it. Do you know how stressful it was for me to plan everything? Well, too bad. It's my wedding now. Thanks for preparing everything for me. The decorations, the wedding dress, the food. I'll get to enjoy it with my new husband. I give up. You don't seem to feel any kind of remorse for what you did. If you really want to marry my cheating fiancé, then go ahead. I don't think anyone would be happy for you two, though. It'll probably only be you two at the wedding. What? Of course everyone will be happy for me. I'm sure everyone would want to come. The invitations are already sent. They'll have to be there to congratulate me. Are you serious? You're expecting the guests to come? How delusional can you get? Of course. We're twins after all. It's not that different who gets married. I don't think anyone would make a big deal about it. The only difference is that the bride's name changed. Wow. I don't even have to make a new guest list. We went to the same college. We're even in the same friend group. Everyone will already know who I am. There's no need to invite new guests. The guest list will be the same, but the bride will be different. That's all. All you have to do now is silently watch as I marry your fiancé. If you're going to steal my wedding, you'll have to pay for everything. Are you sure you can do that? What? Why would I have to pay? You know, I don't care if you want to steal my wedding and fiancé, but you'll have to pay the $80,000 for the wedding. If you're willing to do that, I'll fully support your marriage. What? $80,000? You spent that much on your wedding? Are you crazy? That's way too expensive. I can't pay that much. Eric wanted to have an extravagant wedding. He wanted to show off to his relatives and friends how well he was doing. So to make the wedding even better, he added a lot of the extra services offered by the wedding venue. Before we knew it, the total cost added up to $80,000. The payment is due in 3 days. Are you able to pay for all of it? The last time I saw you, you didn't seem to have that much money saved. What? Wait a minute. What do you mean it's due in 3 days? Isn't the wedding paid for already? These kinds of things are usually prepaid. I thought that I was having the wedding for free. We added a lot of extra services, so it took longer for the venue to calculate the exact total for the wedding. Once everything was calculated, the wedding venue allowed us to pay a few days after the wedding. We had an agreement that I had to pay it in full in cash. I'm the one who was going to pay for all of it. What? You're the only one who was going to pay for it? In cash, too? $80,000 in cash is too much to pay in one day. Yeah, it sure is. That's why I saved up for a long time. Wait, doesn't the husband usually pay for the wedding? Why are you the only one paying? If he can't pay for all of it, he should be paying at least half. At first, that was the plan. We were going to split the cost. I pay half and he was going to pay half. But Eric told me that he was having money troubles at the last minute, and that he would be in deeper debt if he had to pay for the wedding. That's why I offered to pay for all of it for now. He promised me that he will pay me back once he was able to get out of debt. He's in debt? He never told me about that. How could he be in debt? He has a well-paying job. Wait, you haven't heard? Eric is not working right now. He hasn't been working for a couple of months. What? Are you serious? What do you mean he's not working? His company declared bankruptcy soon after we got engaged. He was laid off. He still hasn't found a job. He's on unemployment insurance right now, although his time is almost up. I can't believe this. He never told me anything about this. I wouldn't have gotten engaged to him if I knew. I told him that we could put off the wedding until he was more financially stable, but he insisted that we have to get married since he already told everyone that we were getting married soon. He probably hasn't told everyone that he was laid off from his job yet. What am I going to do with an unemployed husband? Is he still looking for a job? He told me that he was going to enjoy being unemployed for a little while. I don't think he's going to look for a job for a while. All he's doing now is going drinking with his friends and going to parties. He won't be able to get unemployment insurance soon. He's already begging me to give him money. I told him that I wouldn't give him money if he's going to spend it on drinking and parties. Maybe that's why he wants a carefree girlfriend like you. He probably thinks you'll be easier to convince. No way. I thought he was successful. Are you saying that he's actually a freeloader? I don't know why he wants to have a wedding that badly when he can't even afford it. He even made it over our budget by adding all those extra services. We were only able to afford it because I saved up a lot of money. Do you have enough savings to afford the wedding? Because if you are going to marry Eric, you have to have the money in 3 days. Of course not. I don't even have $10,000. You know I was never good with money. Oh, right. You always spent your money as soon as you got it. I thought that the groom pays for the wedding. Isn't that the norm? I didn't think I would have to pay for it, so I didn't save any money. I already paid a lot of money to go to an expensive resort with my boyfriend a month ago. It'll be impossible to have $80,000 ready in 3 days. You are still seeing your boyfriend? Didn't you say you started dating Eric 6 months ago? You're even getting married to him. Well, yeah, but his wife found out. But since I'm marrying Eric, I didn't care if she found out. I broke up with my boyfriend after that. It wasn't worth it anymore. I told him that if he was never going to divorce his wife, there was no point in dating him any longer. I wanted to get married. To tell you the truth, I was the one who told his wife about the affair. I wanted to get revenge on him for leading me on. He knew that I wanted to get married at some point. All he did was waste my time. I never knew about that. I wanted to make sure his wife can never forgive him. So I told her all about the sordid details of our affair. I kept telling her I felt bad for what I did and I wanted to pay her for all the trouble I'd caused. Then I'd just go into graphic detail of our steamy rendezvous. It was hilarious. I think I offered to pay $20,000. Why would you do that if you don't even have $20,000 in your savings? It looks like it's impossible to come up with $80,000 in your current situation. What should I do? I can't have the wedding if I can't pay for it. Of course you can't. The only thing you can do now is either beg our parents to lend you money or get into debt. I don't care. It's not my problem. Wait, your twin sister is in a bad situation right now. You're the older twin. Shouldn't you help your little sister? You were already planning to pay for the wedding, so you still have the money, right? Please, help me. Just because you were born a few minutes later than me doesn't mean I'm responsible for your actions. Good luck with your wedding. Bella, I heard everything from Eric. I can't believe my son would do such a thing. I was surprised too. Not only was he cheating on me, but he was also cheating on me with my sister. I'm so sorry this happened. You worked so hard to prepare for the wedding. You were even willing to pay for everything. I didn't know that Eric lost his job. You must have been under a lot of stress these past few months. Even if I didn't know, I still apologize for my son's actions. No, it's not your fault. Eric promised me that he'll tell you that he lost his job before the wedding. I guess he didn't keep his promise. I didn't expect him to keep his promise anyway. I think he thought that we would be against the wedding if he told us. It's not the time to get married if he's still unemployed. Finding a job should be his first priority. You two wouldn't be financially stable if you two are living on only one person's income. He's even making you pay for everything for the wedding. He should be embarrassed. Until he finds a job, I can't support him getting married. You're right. We're still okay because I'm working, but would be in debt if he doesn't find a job soon. My salary isn't enough to support two people. He probably wasn't able to tell you because he knew you would say that. This is making my head hurt. I know that Eric has his faults, but I didn't think he was stupid enough to do this. Replacing your bride with her sister. I never heard of such a thing. When I told my husband about this, he was so shocked that he went pale as a sheet. He even fainted. What? Is he okay? He was fine. I think he was just shocked that our son would do this kind of thing. After that, we talked about it and decided not to go to the wedding. My husband would probably faint again anyway. Oh, that's a relief. I can't accept what he's done to you. There's no way I'll be able to congratulate them. You won't attend either, right? Of course I won't. For some reason, they really want me to attend since I'm a family member of the bride. But there's no way I'm doing that. I don't know what they're thinking. Why would they think you'll attend the wedding after what they've done to you? I know this is sudden, but can I go to your place on the wedding day? I want to pay you for all the work you did to prepare for the wedding. No, you don't have to do that. It's not your fault this happened. I'll feel bad if you pay me. I'll make sure Eric pays me. He's the one who made me do all the preparations for the wedding. I agree with you, but I don't think Eric would have the money to do that. Isn't he still unemployed? He doesn't seem to be actively looking for a job either. I bet he'll use that as an excuse to avoid paying you. You have a point. I wouldn't be surprised if he does that. I wouldn't be surprised too. So can you let me pay for it for now? The money is originally Eric's money anyways. He doesn't deserve it, so I'll give it to you instead. The money is Eric's? What do you mean by that? He was actually going to inherit $20,000 from his grandfather and grandmother. They wrote it in their will that they want Eric to receive the money once he gets married. So I've held on to it until now. I wanted him to use that money to help him buy a nice place to live with his new wife. I don't want him to have the money after what he's done. So I want you to take it instead. Are you sure? You don't have to. That's a lot of money. I don't think he'll use the money responsibly anyway. I'd rather have you take it. I know that you'll put it to good use. Thank you. If you insist, I'll take you up on your offer. After I break up with Eric, I was thinking about moving. There's no point in living close to him anyway, now that I have no reason to see him. Then you can use the money to help you move. $20,000 should be more than enough. I'll go to your house with my husband on the day of the wedding. Okay. I'll wait for you at my house. Bella, what should I do? I don't see Eric's parents anywhere. The wedding starts in just a few hours. Of course they won't come. Did you really think that they would support your wedding? They told me that they are against it. I know where Eric's parents are. They just left my house after paying me $20,000 in cash. They told me that, since the weather is nice today, they are planning on going hiking. They paid you money? Why would they do that? They wanted to apologize for the way their son acted. The money was supposed to be Eric's once he got married, but they changed their mind about giving it to him. I didn't know that they were planning on giving money to Eric. If they had that much money, why can't they give it to us? We're the ones getting married. I was expecting to receive congratulatory money from his parents. It looks like you were able to have a wedding, even though you said you couldn't afford it. Were you able to pay the $80,000 on time? No, of course not. I begged the people working at the venue to let me extend the payment to today. I thought the guests would give me money to congratulate me on getting married. That was how I was going to pay for it today. Are you kidding? That was your plan on paying for the wedding? That's a terrible plan. There's no guarantee that you will have enough money to pay for the wedding. It's not a terrible plan. I was confident that it would work. Don't the guests usually give out tons of money to the couple getting married at the wedding? I didn't expect Eric's parents to not show up. Our parents came, but they only gave us $5,000. They didn't even congratulate me. They told me that the money was for once we get a divorce. It looks like they are confident that the marriage wouldn't last long. I agree with them. Most of our other relatives said that they're not attending. None of our friends came too. Did you really think they would want to attend? They are my relatives and friends too. They don't want to congratulate you because that'll be a betrayal to me. Don't say that. What about my happiness? Don't they care about me? All I did was become the bride in your place. We're twins, so it shouldn't matter. We even have the same face and even the same birthday. Why would they care so much who gets married? You're the only one who thinks that. Just because we're twins doesn't mean we're the same person. Have fun at your wedding, though I doubt anyone would congratulate you two. Wait, Bella. Please, just for now, can you pay for the wedding? I don't want to be in debt. Why would I do that? I promise to pay you back once I have the money. So please, help me just this once. You have the $20,000 from Eric's parents, don't you? With the money you saved up for the wedding, plus the $20,000, you should have more than enough. There's no way I'll help you. That money is mine. Since I don't have to pay for the wedding, I guess I'll use it for myself. Since you two are married now, you can work together as a married couple to pay back your debts. Goodbye. After that, I immediately moved out of my old house and got a nice apartment for myself. I didn't tell anyone my new address except for my parents. I also made sure my parents never tell Hannah, in case she tries to do anything to me. As long as she doesn't find out my new address, I'll probably never see her again. As for Hannah and Eric, after their wedding, they went into debt since they were not able to pay the venue on time. Although they were approved for a loan, I heard that the interest rate was so high, it made it almost impossible to get out of debt. My parents decided to disown my sister after the wedding. They also refused to help my sister get out of debt. She is currently working 3 jobs to pay back the debt, although I doubt it'll be anytime soon. Thank you for watching! If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.